What's up, Solid Steppers? What's up, Tech the Titans? This is Ms.Ward coming to you from Brooksville, Florida. Headed out to my first early morning client. Get this in, get it done. Let me get it together, get all buckled up here. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal, wonderful morning because you know what? I am. First appointment this morning, 8 a.m. Already 15 minutes early, minimum. That way we can get in and out. When I get into this job, the first thing I do is I set my timer. Why do I set a timer? I'm always not looking for speed as much as I'm looking for efficiency. Speed and efficiency are two different things, in my opinion. I think there's a certain amount of quality that is in efficiency when you have everything in order, hard structure, and the discipline to execute flawlessly, and not to have a recall. And this is why I always talk to people about planning your day. The reason you should plan your day is so that when you get out here, no matter what comes up, you can handle it because your day is already planned. I was talking to my better half last night about writing down things before going to bed that you need to accomplish or leftover items from the previous day. And I think you can apply that to appliance repair in every part of your life. If you write it down and make it plain, it's going to happen. You always hear people quoting the Bible about vision. People without a vision perish. Same concept. And I'm a firm believer that in human hacking that you can always program yourself, meaning that if you set something in place by hand, I think the key to it is by hand. If anybody look up reticular activating system, it has to do with the connection between writing, your hands, scribing, and your brain, particularly the rear area of your brain, and how it subconsciously programs you to do this stuff long after you have forgotten in your conscious memory. Like I'm telling you. So it's something I do because whenever I know I need to pull it together, because Ms.Ward be all over the place. Like you'll see me do these videos and I'm off on another tangent because that's who I am. And I celebrate that. The key is, can I manage that? Because who wants to be boring and monotonous? That's just never been me and never will be. When that happens, y'all need to check me in, honey, because they done they done drug me up or something. I don't know. But anyway, see how I just went off on that tangent? It's just a chuckle to me. The key is to put a plan in place, and it doesn't have to be a perfect plan. If you get ready to go to bed and you just scribble, a lot of times I can't even read what I wrote, but in my mind, I'm writing something down because sometimes I'm so exhausted because I'm trying to put so much in a day and I'm trying to take care of all the important things, make sure that I'm giving the people I love in my life a strong piece and a significant part of who I am. Because, I grind so much to the point I am very clear about what balance looks like to me. I understand I have to have people who pour in me, what's the word I'm looking for? Pour in me without requiring anything. That's a blessing. And when it comes to my personal life, because I'm very careful in that area, just as I am in my professional life, in my business life. You should always be careful who you affiliate yourself with and who you run in the streets with or whatever you're doing. Because the reality is, if it's not for the long-term good, why are you doing it? We're no longer children, we're adults running businesses. And when you're an adult running a business, you need to act like an adult. You know what I mean? Grow up, and get it done. It's that simple. So with that said, y'all, I'm just dropping a little tidbit for you. Not too far from my client, so I'm about to get in the right mind space to go in here and execute. One thing I like to do is visualize the repair before I do it. I visualize it for me, it's not intentional. It's something I do in a relaxed state simply because I am definitely a person that has a number of things going on. But if I want those things to reflect my excellence in what I believe in, I'm very clear that I have to buckle down and I have to focus on what's important. And if visualization, documentation, planning works, then that's what I'm going to do. It's just like I have a former student of mine that is a personal trainer, and is doing a new program, and I noticed I didn't receive because I'm supposed to be a test subject. And so I sent him a text message. I'm like, I apologize. I want to make sure I'm supporting you in this project. Did you send it to me? So he, got up and sent it to me. But that was a couple of days ago. And because he's important to me and his success, I'm directly connected to, because the people in my circle, I need them to do well. Because if they do well, I do well. And if you're not surrounded, that's another thing. If you're not surrounded with people who are celebrating your wins, like I just had another person in my circle yesterday that was just elated because he just, he's got multiple vehicles, but he has vehicles he uses for the business. And one of the vehicles was over 300,000. So he went to go pick up another 2014 F-150. And see, this is what I love about my smart friends. Did he go get a 2020? Absolutely not. He got something that was tried and true. He did the research on the engine. He knew it could take a licking and keep on ticking. Look, those are my friends. Because you can have the bag all day long, but if you don't know how to parlay that bag and invest it in the right places. So I celebrated with him picking up that truck like it was brand new, because it was brand new to us. And I knew that was another notch and another level for his business to continue to excel as he does professionally and personally. And if you're not surrounded by people who are genuinely happy for you, because I know the happier I am for the people in my circle, that not only is my blessing coming, but my blessings will be consistent. If you don't have people in your life that you can have those caliber relationships with, I don't know what you're doing. You need to spend some time alone, and you need to work on you so you can attract that caliber of circle. And I'm a firm believer. You are going to attract remnants of what you are or what you were until you clean it up and until you really get serious about your development. That right there is a whole situation. People want to blame everybody else. What you need to do is get your life together. You know, ain't nobody for this. Is the only problem you have is you. Because the beautiful thing about being in America is that you can wake up every day and be something different. You just got to put your mind to it. It's about consistency, the influences in your life, and what you believe in about yourself. And unfortunately, we are in a world where people got to step on you to feel better. They need to step somewhere. I wish you would. If you even smell like you finna try that with me, boy, it is a whole situation. Because I know what that does to people mentally. And that's one reason why I'm careful who I coach, because I'm a different type of coach. I'm not falling for the okie doke. I'm not gonna deal with the excuses. You know? If I was sitting on excuses, I wouldn't be where I am, moving at the pace I'm moving and developing and being and partaking in the things I'm doing now. So at some point, you got to take that responsibility. You got to man and woman up, and you just got to go get it. My sister said, put something up about don't apologize for changing and growing because people are intimidated by your growth and development. I was like, go ahead, little sis. Shout out to Tanzania. Nia, that's her name. And I love it because her name means purpose. But anyway, go get it, sis. And it's a blessing because I've watched all the people in my family, particularly, the women in my family, morph into like phenomenal women. And I love having a side seat to it. You know what I mean? Because I understand the little girls, the traumas and the situations. So at the end of the day, if you are not doing what you need to do, you need to go to yourself. You need to immerse yourself in self-improvement books, audio, and I'm a firm believer in reading hard copy, even though I don't do it as much as I like. That is definitely on my list. From 75 hard, one of the biggest things is reading a hard copy book, 10 pages, a day. And that is so real. And people don't understand where mental fortitude comes from. It not only comes from trials and tribulations, but success. Because what people don't want to tell you, some of them been through so much trauma, they all about trauma bonded. Like they'll never get past it. And a lot of them don't realize they use it like a teddy bear. They curl up with that mess and use it as an excuse to not be or step into who they need to be. And the reality is that's not you. You're here to be successful. You were put here to be successful. You were put here to have an exemplary life. And once you understand that, you make the steps within yourself, because ain't nobody perfect. Right now, I got a laundry list of stuff that would make my life better. You feel me? But I understand I'm biting it down. I'm knocking it down one step at a time, and I'm making sure that I'm flanked by people, influences that can help me do that. And you got to be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow up and go get it, man. You got to grow up and go get it. No more excuses. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off my soapbox. But know that Miss Ward loves you. All right, solid steppers, keep stepping. And you know what we do. Let's go get it. Ms. Ward signing off.